What's up? It's your favorite attorney, Attorney Allie Booker, order in the court. Okay. Now we're about to get this rolling, crack-a-lacking, but we're not going to look at this as legal advice. Why? Because I don't represent you. And although I am receiving these emails from you all, and you all are sending questions to me, I don't really technically have enough facts to be able to advise you, right? But if I'm representing you, I can advise you. Or if it's a consultation, I can advise you. But this is not legal advice. It may or may not fit your specific situation. However, I promise you, when you all write me and you give me these questions, I'm going to answer them to the best of my ability, and I'm going to be straight up and direct with you, and that should be able to aid you. It should be able to aid you because I'm gonna keep it real. Without further ado, let's get it crack-a-lacking, okay? They wrote me and they said, I'm so sorry. They wrote me and they said, it's been too long. They wrote me and they said, am I liable if I hit the car in front of me after I was rear-ended by another driver? So earlier today, I was on the highway going maybe 25 to 30 miles an hour. There's a lot of traffic. Following the car ahead of me and maybe 3 seconds behind it. The car in front of me brakes, and I also braked with enough room to see the rear end tires. The car behind me didn't realize we're braking and rear-ended me, causing me to go forward and rear-end the car in front of me. I ended up getting a ticket for following too close because the guy behind me claimed I was the one to rear-end first, which was completely untrue. Should I contest this ticket? Honey, absolutely you should contest the ticket. And you need to hire a lawyer. I can't tell you what to do, or you need to get an accident reconstructionist. You're going to need to get somebody that can testify in the court of law so that they cannot charge you, so the jury or the judge cannot find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. They're going to need to hit a very high burden for you to be, found guilty. So if you can get an accident reconstructionist, somebody who's trustworthy, credible, and can qualify as an expert in court to be able to discuss this, then you can prove that it was not you, that the car behind you pushed you into the car in front. Now, that can occur. It's happened before, and I've heard of it. But this very extenuating circumstances for that to be actually true. And you have to look at the size of the cars, etc. But it can happen. And sometimes if your foot is not on the brake, it can happen. Okay. Because if your foot is not on the brake and somebody pushes you, yes, it can accelerate your vehicle. But most of the time when your brake is applied, it won't jump your car forward, but it can. It absolutely can. So it just depends. I don't know why the officer wrote your ticket, but he or she must have felt as if the person was, very convincing. And based on what they may have heard from passersby, other individuals, they may have felt like you were responsible for that car wreck. However, you need to fight this. Don't take this because that means you're going to be responsible for 2 cars, not 1. Your insurance is probably going to be maxed out in damages. And then guess what? You're responsible for fixing 2 cars and then your car's messed up. So that's not going to work. That's not going to be good at all for your insurance purposes. So you definitely want to fight that. Okay. And you also may get an attorney, right, to assist you if you have a personal injury claim and you don't believe that is your fault to go after the car behind you. Okay. So what you don't want to do is keep all of that on you. It doesn't look like that would work in your favor. So I'm going to say I need you to get an attorney for traffic. I need you to get some sort of expert as well, which your attorney for the traffic ticket is going to know that. I used to do traffic tickets way back in the day. I haven't done them in a couple of years, but hey, I got my start doing them. Okay. And it is what it is. You can make some good money doing traffic tickets, and those are some good attorneys. They know, specifically accident reconstruction. Okay, so you can get someone to help you there, and then you may want an attorney if you have any injuries to assist you with the personal injury and or property damage claim for your car, because I'm smelling some problems for you. Next guy.
Biggest time I made that call, I'm locked up and facing charges. Who gon' fight these cases for me? I called Booker Law Firm, they got the job done. They were right there for me.
For more information, contact the Booker Law Firm at 713-292-2225.